life in general, people treat you how you see yourself. And I couldn't say a more truer statement, right? Just for the simple fact that a lot of us, we carry ourselves a certain way, right? We're supposed to like have the appearance that we're okay. We're supposed to have the appearance of strength, right? We have to have the appearance that, where we sound, right? Mentally sound, right? When a lot of us are breaking up on the inside. In that same token, we may think that we're uh, exuding like strength, right? Or, we're okay. But in all actuality, you know, some of you may be wearing it like a bad toupee. You ever see somebody with a bad toupee? You can just notice it like, bam, right there. Man, this is, they're not okay. Something's off. And you remember back in the day when you had somebody, like an older person in your family, like they say, sit up straight, carry yourself with dignity, right? Don't be walking around here looking like sorry, right? And you just didn't kind of really understood until you got much older, right? And it sometimes it takes for you to go through things in life, right? But it's okay to be not okay. But just long as you working towards like getting better, because at the end of the day, people gonna treat you how you see yourself. And if you don't think much of yourself, people are not gonna think much of you. They're gonna try to walk all over you. They're gonna try to, take advantage of you, right? And working towards just getting better, that can definitely, help with how people see you, right? As you gradually making changes and how you think or how you feel, you say, hey man, how can I do this? I'm not a mental health specialist, but we all can do things to work towards being better, right? A lot of us, we may seek out a specialist, right? We may seek out a therapist, right? But it's just all on you at the end of the day, right? Is whether you want to, push yourself to getting better, right? And then eventually, people will see a change. People will see that they can't take advantage of you. They can't walk all over you and all that, right? And I was talking about a situation in a previous video, and one of my guys that I used to deliver stuff to, he had another guy that used to be always there, and he said, hey, there goes, because I always have my shirt and tie on. He said, there goes the pursuit of happiness, right? And I'm thinking like, he giving me a compliment, but in all actuality, when I seen the movie, Will Smith looked it miserable, and I'm up here thinking that I'm showing myself as sound and okay, but in all actuality, I was wearing it on me, right? But and I had another friend of mine who said that, hey man, it just look like you constantly stressed, or you feel like you always look like you kind of like at odds, man. You kind of feel like you just kind of just miserable. And I had to really check myself. I had to really like start taking care of myself. I had to really start thinking more of myself, right? We all have these different things that happen in our lives, but at the end of the day, it's all how you overcome them, right? Working towards getting like better mentally, physically, emotionally, right? I'm not going to keep harping, but at the end of the day, you know what you need to do for yourself. you know what you need to do to be okay. You know, I hope this video resonated with you in some shape, form, or fashion. If you had a friend or a family member that's going through this particular situation, man, share this with them. And I appreciate y'all tuning in to what I got to say. If you like the video, like it. If you like this type of content, subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace.